Dear residents and countrymen, at the outset, I extend my warm greetings to all of you on this historically important occasion. We are here to celebrate the 67th Republic Day of our great country. I said great because ours is perhaps the only country in the world today whose 5,000-year-old system of faith, thought and tradition still survives and we all live by it. On the other hand, the celebrated civilizations like those of Greece, Italy, Egypt, etc. have all disappeared and today remain only as a fable confined to the pages of history. Indeed, we will be right to celebrate our holy and glorious past, but it is true that no nation can live by its past alone. Today, we are living in a world of challenges. Challenge for survival and challenge for progress. The ultimate aim of any modern state is the welfare and well-being of its people. Republic Day, we signify our determination to remain as a free and sovereign nation, offers an application for us to introspect as to how far we have travelled in our endeavour on nation building. During the last 7 decades, we have made tremendous progress in a number of areas of national importance. Today, we are the third biggest economy in the world. We are the second largest producer of food crops, fruits and vegetables, next only to China. We are the number 1 producer of milk in the entire world. From availing the food assistance from the United States under PL 480 in the early 60s, we have travelled a long path to secure food security today. We have built up a fairly wide secondary school, college, university level, higher level institutionalized education system, with the result of which we are today able to produce 1.5 million engineers and 0.3 million management graduates every year. In the field of information technology, telecommunication, space technology, atomic energy, our scientists have put us well ahead of many other nations. We are the largest democracy and our elections too are the largest of its kind in terms of the number of electorates as well as the enormous logistics that go into making these elections successful. Our voting has been made entirely through electronic voting machines like no other country in the world. There are many other areas too where our progress has been equally impressive. All this would not have been possible but for the sustained initiative of successive governments and the tireless efforts of a band of modern-day post-independent leaders and visionaries like Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, who pioneered our Green Revolution and continues to remain with us, Dr. Varghese Kurian, who was in the vanguard of White Revolution, Dr. Homi Baba, Atomic Energy, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Space Technology, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Missile Technology, Dr. C.N.R. Rao, who continues to be amongst us, leading the way of scientific research and progress, many industrialists, businessmen, economists, social scientists, academicians, etc., etc., for all of whom nothing but achievement goal only matter. On this occasion, let us bow our head in gratitude to all of them for their stellar contribution in nation building. Although we have made tremendous progress in a number of areas, there are many other areas where we lag behind woefully, particularly in the economic and social sector. Our imports far exceed our exports. We are heavily dependent on other countries for our fuel energy and defense requirements. At 68 years, our life expectancy has almost doubled since independence. But today we have only one doctor for 1,700 people, much below the average of 1:1,000 as prescribed by the World Health Organization. Although we add 1.5 million engineers and 0.3 million management graduates every year, when it comes to medical doctors, we are able to add just 35,000. Even if we add the doctors produced and other systems of medicine like Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani, Siddha, etc., the total number may not exceed 50 or 55,000, still leaving a large gap between requirement and availability. We have 750 million people who lack basic sanitation. Literacy is yet to reach 350 million of our brothers and sisters. 260 million of our own people, they still stagnate below the poverty line. Half of our children are either undernourished or malnourished. And basic medicine reach only 25% of the 5.5 lakh villages. Our economy is plagued by the problem of unemployment and underemployment, and rural wage levels are depressingly low. Although we are the second largest producer of food crops, our average productivity, that is per hectare yield, is much below many other countries. Add to all these, we have a huge population to support. If we have to make a mark as a progressive nation, our present and future focus should continue to be on all these areas. For this we need leaders, visionaries and dreamers. Late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam often used to say, sleep does not produce dreams because a dreamer can never sleep. Dear children, I am sure there are amongst you future leaders, promising intellectuals and entrepreneurs, future trendsetters amongst you. The little bit dreams and promises that you nurture may one day become the turning point, may set off a trailblazing innovation or discovery or a social or economic revolution. There is no scope for disappointment, but only determined pursuit. Dear parents, nearly 30% of our population is below 15 years. and only 9% above 60 years. Compare this with the position obtained in the United States, where less than 20% of the population is below 15 years or more than 20% above 60 years. This is the demographic advantage that our Prime Minister is often referring to. In a way, we can say that the task of nation building starts from our humble homes. A sloka from Bhagavad Gita appears to be apt in this context, and I quote, Yadyat acharati shrestha tattat eva itare janah sayat pramanam kurude logastat anuvartate. Yadyat acharati shrestha, whatever a great man does, tattat eva itare janah, the same is followed by others. Sayat pramanam kurude, whatever standards he sets up, logastat anuvartate, the entire world follows. Likewise, children typically follow their parents as role models, particularly in the younger age groups. The parents have therefore a special responsibility to identify, channelize and groom the talents of their wards. Dear residents, our task is arduous and there are no shortcuts. I am again reminded of the famous line of a great English poet, Robert Frost. These lines were immortalized by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as his working principle, and I quote, "The woods are lovely, dark and green, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." Unquote. Indeed, we have a long way to go before we can even think of taking a deep breath. Each one of us present here has a promise to fulfill towards our country. Let us pledge ourselves that we will fulfill this promise. Thank you and Jai Hind.